And I'll be your host along with the mysterious underground trader himself who's actually cracked the Forex market wide open. Mr. FX will also be joining us here in just a few minutes. This webinar is going to be jam-packed with valuable content that's going to take you from frustration to freedom. Looks like everybody's ready to rock here, so let's go ahead and dive in. I'm honored to be on this webinar with you and Mr. FX. I know your time is extremely valuable, so here's our promise to you. We're going to eliminate any confusion, uncertainty, and frustration that you have trading Forex. You're finally going to gain the clarity you've been looking for, and you're going to discover why trading Forex is the most profitable market to trade with the least amount of risk after you discover and follow Mr. FX's trading strategies that he's going to share with you in just a few minutes. You'll also discover Mr. FX's trading method he used to produce 663% returns, making $281,000 profit in just the last 11 days alone. You'll learn how to start earning money trading Forex as soon as today, and you'll discover the secret of knowing exactly what to trade, when to go in, and when to get out, because that's what it's all about. Is that a big promise? Yes, absolutely, but it's one we intend to keep. When you stay to the end of this short webinar, we're going to give you the hidden key to unlock the secrets to accumulating wealth faster than you ever thought possible. You're also going to get a free gift, Forex Declassified. That's Mr. FX's secret report for free. Now, this report actually declassifies the most coveted secrets in the Forex market today. I mean, this is really, really high-level stuff. It actually was a book that was never released, so this is very, very intensive. This has the most powerful information you'll probably ever read about Forex. I mean, this is really what goes on behind the scenes. Some people say this report is $97 value. Others say it's priceless. And you'll be able to get free, immediate access to this secret report right after you're done watching this short, fascinating webinar. Before I bring Mr. FX on the line, go ahead and turn off your cell phone. Completely turn it off. Don't put it on silent. Don't put it on vibrate, but turn it off because I need your full attention. And don't read any of your emails. Don't read that email. Just close out every other window that you have. Close out Facebook and get to a quiet area. Close the door, maybe lock it. Put some headphones on and get laser focused on what you're about to discover. Turn off all distractions. Eliminate every single distraction that you have. So what is the Forex market? Well, it's the foreign exchange market. It's also known as FX or Forex. It's the most liquid financial market that trades 24 hours per day. And the FX market determines the values of different currencies. It's actually trading international currencies. It's a $1.46 quadrillion per year market. It's the most lucrative market in the entire world. Now imagine if you could just siphon off a slice of this $1.46 quadrillion per year market. Well, you'd be pretty wealthy, wouldn't you? Forex is simple. It's just trading money. You have the United States dollar, you have the euro, you have pairs of different currencies, and you can make money trading these currencies whether they go up or they go down. And that's exactly what we're going to show you how to do on this webinar. We're going to show you how to tap in to the heart of the hidden $4 trillion per day source of money within minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way early. Here's our disclaimer. Folks, obviously the income examples we're showing you on this webinar are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. In the Forex market, there's a risk you could lose money. We do not guarantee you will make money. That's impossible to guarantee. We are not going to do it. Are you gambling or trading? Most people think they've traded before, but in reality, it's just a sophisticated form of gambling when you don't know what you're doing. Here's a clue. If you're guessing, you're gambling. If you can't see the risk you're taking, you're gambling. There's a fine line between trading and gambling. Yes, you have to measure the risk and weigh the risk versus the reward. And even if you don't realize it, once you cross the gambling line, it's over. Your profits plummet immediately and you're done. Warning, your charts and signals could be toxic, ruining your trades. Now, if you've been trading for a while and gotten signals, maybe you're doing mirror trading, maybe you're just following other people's advice. Here's the thing. By the time you get the information, you're too late. The secret is getting the information before anyone else. Now imagine you're running the 100-meter dash in the Olympics. The winner clocks in at 9.84 seconds. Second place, 9.87 seconds. Third place, 9.89 seconds. Now, what's the difference between those times? Milliseconds, right? What does first place get? They get all the fame, the glory, the endorsements. They're on the cover of Wheaties. They're on ESPN. Everybody's trying to get their autograph. And what does second place get? Absolutely nothing. Nobody even remembers second place. And third place, well, who cares? Now, chances are, if you've been trading for a while, you're only milliseconds away from the success you deserve. And we're going to show you how to get that success on this webinar. Because you either know or you don't know when it comes to your information. Now imagine the Forex market as a digital world war over money, where traders battle over profit in the most liquid market today. Hint, you need the best weapons to win.
Chances are you're using primitive weapons in the world of Forex. Your software is outdated. It's like you're going up against an entire army with machine guns while your only weapon is a sword. You're going to get slaughtered. Once you shift your mindset and once you discover how you can actually win first before going to war, before trading Forex, you're golden. You're either 50 moves ahead of everyone else in Forex, or you're just a pawn by yourself and you will get sacrificed in this Game of Thrones ruled by powerful kings, the banks, the hedge funds, the governments. Together, we can defeat the kings and queens of Forex. Pawns used strategically can dominate a game. They can dominate the Forex market. And that's what Mr. FX is going to come out here and show you how to do, because chances are, if you're watching this webinar right now, you're not a billionaire. You don't own a major bank. Now, Mr. FX, I'm going to go ahead and turn everything over to you. But if you could just start with your story and how bad things were for you, because you didn't start out dominating Forex like that. I mean, I know you struggled for a long time until you figured out some of the secrets and the strategies that you're actually going to be sharing with everyone on this webinar here in a second. So if you could just start with your backstory, that would be great. Go ahead and take it away.
I probably would have never gotten involved in Forex if I knew that I was going to really fall into the deep end. Meaning, folks, I've traded certain nights. My wife, actually, I literally had to go to my wife and ask her to give me some water or some sort, because I was hyperventilating about 2:30 in the morning. There was about 3 o'clock is when the London opens, and about half an hour before that, there was a whipsaw action going on. Those of you who don't know what whipsaw is a position where within 5 minutes you got about between 35, 45, 50 pips are moving back and forth. Okay. Now this one line right here, is 5 minutes right here. It shows right there. That's 5 minutes. So when you saw whipsaw go like this back and forth, and you go, oh, then it's going up. You buy it, then it reverses and it takes you out. So no matter how many times you try to get out of your trade, it don't let you, because you don't have a big enough margin to have a fast execution. So I made about $3,000 in about an hour and a half that night. But after my wife went to bed, and she says, hey, you made your money, so you should turn it off, honey. Turn off the computer. And of course, me being a hunter, I'm always aggressive, a soccer player to martial artist. And a lot of the things that I do in the past, it took a lot of adrenaline, so I like the winning edge. So that night I kept on playing it, and I got caught in a whipsaw, and then I lost all my money that night. And I thought it was a systems problem, but I found out it was a trick. That's what FX market does. They have a way of tricking you in every angle. They know exactly how many people are in a certain position, because right here, for example, is like the support position, isn't it? Right? That's a support. A lot of people thought, hey, since it's going down, it's going to continue down, but it comes right back out. It takes you out of the play. This move right here. There was no gain here for anybody, was there? But these people lost money, and these people lost money on both ends. Guess who wins? The bank. So when you hear the word FXCM, the brokers of the world, those are the guys you're fighting against. They're not just there helping you to service you with the money provision, with fees and so forth, but they're there to take your money. Big banks, they know what your positions are. Look at this technology here. This is how I learned Forex, looking at something like this. Stochastics to MACD, and there's no color in here. Okay? That's how I learned. And I lost so much money, folks. First 2-3 years, I was losing my trades every single time. About 85% of the time I was losing. If it was 15% winnings, I wasn't winning 50, 80, 100 pips at all. I was winning maybe 10 pips here, then win 8. I still felt like a strong person, right? Winning. But at the same time, end of the day, I was going in a negative cash flow. So I eventually got wiser. I figured that the whole system is set out. It's rigged for, it's like you going into Las Vegas and playing on a roulette wheel. You'd never have a chance unless if you have a system. But how are you going to control the system where the marble is going to bounce from one position to another? These guys here are all controlled by market makers. All these moves are not an accident move. They know exactly what they're doing. Even after they reach this point, they will come back the following day. They take your position out back down here somewhere. Okay? They know who you are. Every time they move, you got your dots here. It has dots of everybody. So it's no way you can win without the system. With our system, this is what happens. It turns red. We have a rollway of traveling, and these are the codes. Part of the code. This is just part of it, guys. And I can't show you everything because that's magic. I'd be giving away my trade secret. And at the same time, this, as you are driving your car on this roadway, there's an ABC type of trades as well. But also we use Fibonacci's, we use the middle of the road. Here's the guardrails. I'll give you all the technology there is. And you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me after you use our technology. So it is about driving. It's called Freeway to Riches. Okay, it's real simple. I'm not going to make it into a science where you will never figure it out. First half an hour, I'm going to give you my trade secret. I've been there and done that, folks. I've lost a lot of money, and I want you to avoid the pitfalls because I've been there and done that. I practiced it. I was a guinea pig for you, and I learned it. And I learned the secret of how to always stay ahead of these volatile market. So, for example, let me tell you right off the bat, this right here stands for moving average. Then we got daily trend, weekly trend, monthly trend, down, then the trend. This trend is current trend right now, and I can sort this chart based upon this column, and these symbols you see is a euro yen, euro dollar, dollar cat. The list goes on. These are top 12 major pairs. As you can see, there's only 12 of them that I got to worry about. In stock market, you got to worry about 6,000 different symbols. So for you to know which ones are going to really make a move throughout the day, it's almost like playing bullseye in the dark. You really don't know how far it's going to go, where it's going to land. So with us, there is no guessing game. Pound dollar is right here, and you can see right now it's negative, and then there was a positive here too, but overall it's been positive. The market has slowed down already, so this is a live chart. So as you can see right now, the pound dollar, I don't count this one. I'm going to move this over to the left, actually right here in between the daily and the weekly. And that's what I'm focusing on. Right now, the weekly on a pound dollar is kind of semi-strong, 54. Just imagine 0 to 100, okay? And target zone is up. So it's telling us to think about the long side. So as I bring in my chart here, this is pretty typical. This is what happened today. At 9:30, New York open, right there, it went green and then look back. Right now, it's still moving, 52.84. This is live, folks. This is live, all right? Let me go ahead to a 1 minute chart. Okay, it went up, it dropped down. Look how fast it digressed from white to pink, continuing the red pattern. Is it going to come down and maybe stop here? Well, that I don't know. The market is slow until Asian market opens up in about another. Actually, Asian is open already. That's what this pattern is. So it just blitzed. Look at this gap. It created a gap. This is a 1 minute bar every time, guys. 1 minute bar, then it just blitzed. Went up, and so on that was 150, 155. I wrote it down right here, 115, 114. Then it went up to 152, 284 area. We went up, we bought it, then it sold it, and it turned red, and you close out the position. So after 11 o'clock on the East Coast time, everybody's getting ready to go to lunch. So after that, they're closing out, waiting for the Asian market to open. So right there was a total move of 170 pips. Pips stands for price in position. And each pip, for me as I trade, typically from $50 to $100 a piece per pip. And so there was a total profit of $8,500 from 8:30 in the morning. That total move was close to about 2.5, almost 3 hours right there. About 3 hour run. That's not bad of an income for a 3 hour run, isn't it? Now, some folks make more than that. Some folks make less than that. Some folks, they'll go maybe $10 per pip. They will just give you $1,700 for 3 hours of work. Some will just go ahead and trade $2 a pip. You make $340 in 3 hours. So you tell me what kind of job that you can find to bring you $340. So you divide that by 3, and that would equal to $113 per hour. You can't beat that kind of a work, is it? Now, so we don't trade by the charts, by the way. I'm just showing it to you so that we have an idea. You notice the colors are changing here. This is all, it's called range position. As soon as it broke through this trend line that I drew in, you know, you can't deny this move. All right. So now we got 12 major pairs going in simultaneously. They're all battling it out. And at the same time, as a weekly narrow range, NR7s are the ones that's going to actually have a breakaway. That means these are the ones I'm going to focus for the next 2-3 days. NR7 is getting ready to break out. So one of them is a pound dollar. Ready to break out is Aussie dollar. Looks like it's all red here. So I figure Aussie dollar is going to go short, meaning down. It did. It went down. Boom. Literally tells you what part of the lake you want to go fishing at. When you see it, you wouldn't even believe how easy it is. I'm not going to teach you all these things. These are for professionals only right now. I'm just kind of sharing with you the intensiveness and how powerful our technology is. This is not just one of those hokey green and red systems a lot of people are marketing. This is real. This is unbelievable. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. Okay, when it all pops in, you're just going to be in for a big surprise. That would be, let me go ahead and turn that on. Is this intensive or what? Pretty elaborate. This is an index system. No one else in the United States or the world has what we have. These are synthetic indexes that we use: dollars, yen, euro, pound, franc, CAD, Kiwi for New Zealand, then Aussie for Australian dollar. So as you can see right here, this one made a progress up. Yen got strong. At the same time, New Zealand got weak. What does that mean? That means New Zealand yen went short, meaning down. So if I bring in the chart of New Zealand yen, it would be going down, and it did right there. I'm showing it to you. Now, these don't have our specialized colorization system on it. These are almost everybody in the world have this kind of a charts, folks. But look at it. After it went up from here, a lot of traders, they sell it when the line drops. It turns red as soon as, look at that. If you can't trade this and make money, you might as well just go ahead and give it all up, because this system is so easy. But at the same time, even for me, I can call the shots just by looking at this right now and go, hey, that's a euro yen trade or euro CAD trade. Euro is green and CAD is red. So that means euro CAD is going to be a GR position, which means going up. So as I change this to euro CAD, it should be up. Look at that. Nice and steady upward move. That's close to about 13700, 13800 even, here to there. And let me zoom out. Look at that move, guys. Look at that. It just kind of like floated here. It floated right there. And when it broke, look how nicely green it has become. Even here, you can close it out and just make it 50 points and get out, of course. Okay. This was London Open. Then after that, US Open. It kicked up again, went up another 50 points. So this index system in itself is very complicated looking, isn't it? But it's very simple when you get my FX source code. It's very simple. We got another one here, strong Swiss, and another week is an Aussie. So we get a Aussie Swiss. It's actually a Swiss Aussie. I think that's how it's going to be scheduled. Actually, no, Aussie Swiss. That means it's an RG position, which means down. Look at that, guys. It went down. All right. Total pips down was 83.53 and down to 82.64. 90 pips right there. And it continued for a few more, total of 100 points. So that being said, these charts look complicated. I can break it down in 30 minutes. You'll know exactly why I'm calling the shots like this. Okay, I don't have to call shots. You can call the shots yourself every single day on your own. You don't need me. After you purchase my technology, you don't need for me to go around and giving you play by play, because I've done this 16 years now, and I'm not about to just wake up every single morning helping you. Right now, I have an automatic trading system as well. I rely on that when I need to rest. But once in a while, I do play because it becomes fun. Like here, I knew even using Fibonacci retracements, I knew that was going to go down from bouncing from here to there, 50%, 62% retracement. Then it goes down to a first target, second target, and to the third extension target, dropping down to 82.70, all the way from 83.70. So that's an exact 100 points right there. That is one day. That's a one full day of move. So if you can make 100 pips, let's put that 100 pips right there, for example, and your cost per pip, if you have maybe a couple $1,000 you want to just deposit into your bank account, to our FXCM accounts, we got MB Trading, we got Forex.com, we got CMSFX, you can go and play upwards of $10 per pip. You made yourself $1,000 this morning, $1,000. That's with the risk. And what I usually do is I put a risk about maybe 20, 30 pips above. Like in this situation, since I went short, I will put a stop on it like on a previous high, which is about right here or maybe even here. I give a little bit more space. So from 83.74 to 83.53, that's about 20 pips stop. 20 pips stop, 20 times 10, that is a $200 risk that I did today. $200 risk, and I made $8,000. So 200, that's when and if it would have gone reverse on me. Okay, so $200 to 1,000, how much increase is that with that kind of a risk? But immediately when I go in, I'm very tight, and most likely it will go back maybe up -5 pips. So I'll be in maybe -$50, and then I get an earnings of $1,000. Now that's a ridiculous return on the money, isn't it? So that being said, folks, I don't know why some of you are trading stock market. Stock market leverage is 6 to 1, and Forex market is, instead of 6 to 1, go to 50 to 1 ratio, right? So that being said, showing you this because it is a very intelligent system. It literally gives you the colorization that you need. So that way I have the code to break these colors into something that you can totally understand and be able to go out fishing every single day. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you what area and what currency and what strong and what weakness currency that you need to be focusing on. And so when you see that, you'll be in for a big surprise. For example, I'm going to show you one more thing. Look at this. This right here is sweet. Look at it. You always want to find the currency that has separate colors. You want the green and you want the red. You don't want to trade green and a green. Okay. When you trade green and a green, this is what happens. Pound Swiss, for example. Let me go ahead and get the pound Swiss in there. It's going to be confusing. Okay, pound Swiss. Right there. It's confusing. You don't even know which way is going out, which way is going down. So if you want to focus on something that has separate colors on it, for example, pound New Zealand. Go New Zealand. There we go. Pound New Zealand. Look, it made a nice progress, just shot straight up. That's what I'm talking about. I will teach you exactly what part of the lake you're going to be going fishing in. This is magic, folks. This is magic. This is all currencies right there on the left. It tells you Kiwi, Aussie, Yen, CAD, Franc, Pound, Euro, and a dollar. You're not seeing the numbers right now because I kind of hidden it. Okay, I don't want to show you everything. This is a magic system, folks. You got to get the software, and you're going to get my code. It's not the software that's going to help you to win the game. It's my code. All right. I'm not saying I am God. No, I'm not. I'm just a guy that have been trading for nearly 16 years. A lot of late nights. Look at that. A lot of regular traders will say, hey, let's draw the trend lines. They go for the trend break. But in our system, what we do is we just put in our colorization system. It goes green right there, nice and clean. At the same time, you got a 5-minute chart right there. We can change that to 5 hour, which is a range chart. Okay. Look at that. It looks confusing right now, right? But let me zoom out. About 9:30, that's when the market opened, about right here. Look at that. It went green. You buy it up on a green, and you just let it go. Let the system do its work. There's no red here, so why get out? Stay in your trade. Keep on going. 100 pips later, it changes. So right there, you had, like 11 o'clock is about the time when I stop trading, folks. I give you a time limit. At 11:30, they're getting ready for lunch. Then at 12, junior traders are getting involved in it, just a cat post. And I'm going to also give you a 60-minute chart. We have 60-minute charts as well. Bankers use 60-minute charts, entering in and out of trades all day long. All right, there was a break that I showed you. All right, so with this kind of colorization, you can't lose. I'm going to show you certain charts, and I'm going to train you. I'm going to give you a certain way to memorize everything. If some of you have ever taken an Evelyn Wood of Dynamics of reading classes, where you can read a whole book in a matter of 2 minutes, you know, like 80, 100 pages of it in 2 minutes. I've taken some of those courses, and it's pretty amazing how you can retain information. With me, I've set it up so that way you will retain it. If I ask you the same question 2 years from now, you know exactly what the answers are going to be. If I tell you what happened with the euro yen yesterday when it was in a different part of the guardrail of the road and so forth, if I told you what it is and so forth, you'll remember exactly what to tell me 2 years from now. What I can guarantee you is this, that you're going to understand how easy this system is. You don't have to sit there and try to guess it out. If you're going to start guessing things, you need to stop immediately and walk away from the computer screen. Take an hour, 2 hour break, or even just turn it off all day and come back tomorrow. Because in trading, 90% of it is all mental. If you can't get your head on straight on a trade, you need to find the way, and that's what I will do for you. I'll help you to study the market. Been in this business for about 16 years. I want to live the rest of my life in happiness and peace and serenity, and right now this system has given me that. It's giving me the edge, knowing when to get in, how to get in, how much to make. I make the calls. I don't go into other people's websites and listen to their calls. Why would I want to do that when our system is just impeccable? When you see it, you know what I'm talking about. When you see it live, because these charts are just stagnant right now because it's frozen. But live, it will literally move like a snake. Like this piece here, it just took off in green. It went right to the sell zone. That move right there, 5, that's 15 pips, just like that. You make money here. Actually, you make money here, make money here, you make money here, you make money. It's like you're taking the meat right off the bone and everything. Okay? And we give you the strategy when to buy it. There's a buy zone right here, and here's a sell zone. Do you think this is going to continue up? No, it's going to change color to red. It's going to be a darker red as it releases, coming back to the middle of the road. Then it's going to go to the opposite side of the guardrail. Almost every time, folks. So we have the trade secret. Folks, I've used every software in the marketplace, every single one. FXDD, FXCM, TradeStation, eSignal. I used Dynamic Trend Signal. I used Metastock. I've used Options Express. I've used Gains Capital. I've used every single software in the marketplace. Nothing comes close. Hands down, we will beat everyone. I remember one of the presidents of a big organization called me up. We were kind of matching software technology, and I said, your system is not as good as ours, and you know that. And he goes, he's coming, well, your system is like a GPS of the system. And I go, yeah, is something wrong with the GPS? As long as it takes you from Los Angeles to take you all the way to New York and gives you all the detours and keeps you on a pathway of highway, as long as you make that progress, that's all you need. That's what this is. This is a GPS. It tells you in different colors. Obviously, green means going north. Red means going south. Correct? That's pretty simple analogy. But we're going to teach you how to how to dissect that colorization with our FX source code. It's very easy. You can pick that knowledge up within 5 minutes. And then after that, we give you other strategies. That's all. It has 9 different strategies all in one. And when it starts to switch on you, because that's what Forex market does, it will switch on you in a heartbeat. But at the same time, our code is so steady. It eliminates the noise. Rest of the other systems you see, FXDD or MetaTraders, all these free softwares out there, they have noise. We have a way of canceling out noise. That's what banks do. Bankers and the world-class traders with central banks, they don't trade anything less than 60-minute bars. Anything less than 60, they consider that as noise.
Mr. FX, that's a great point. I actually want to just reiterate that for a second. Like you said, this is a GPS. This isn't a map. Most other systems, they might give you a map or telling you they're giving you a map, but maybe it doesn't have all the roads on it. Maybe it doesn't have what's going to change. Maybe it's a map from 10 years ago. Okay, there's a lot that can change. And when somebody gives you a map, with these other Forex systems and stuff like that, you can't necessarily get to where you need to go. I mean, it's a lot harder to get somewhere by just looking at a map and trying to figure everything out on your own. You're like, oh, well, which path do I take? Obviously, I know I need to get to this ending point where I'm successful in Forex, but if I don't know the path to go down, if I don't know when to get on this trail, get off this trail, then it's going to be very, very difficult. But like I said, this is a GPS system. So literally, we're going to guide you through everything step by step. There's something shifting in the Forex market. You're going to know about it. And you're going to get that detour where you can get around that obstacle, and it will ultimately take you to where you need to go. It's going to get you to the finish line. Whereas all other systems or maps, this is a pure GPS that will get you exactly where you need to go.
Now, the GPS we're going to give you is actually called the FX source code. This is the true source. The FX source code is going to take you from where you are right now and transform you into an unstoppable trader.
Here's what you're going to get inside the FX source code. You're going to get Mr. FX's proven formula for successfully trading Forex. He's going to teach you how to trade. We'll protect you and your money. You get our Forex trading signals. It's like we're dealing you the winning hands. All you have to do is play. Mr. FX will help you get to the top. We're literally lifting you up from where you are now and taking you with us. We're showing you exactly how to trade and then telling you exactly what to trade too. So it's like we're teaching you how to fish and then going ahead and giving you the fish at the exact same time. We're going to show you exactly how to grab the low-hanging fruit in the Forex market while going ahead and giving you the low-hanging fruit at the exact same time. We're going to show you exactly how to become successful in the Forex market once and for all. We're going to give you the compass. We're going to give you the only tool that you need to get there on your own. You won't even need us after you become a member of the FX source code. You literally will have all the tools you need to get exactly where you need to go. Here's a quick example of some results that you're going to be able to produce after you get this system.
Here's our quick disclaimer. Folks, obviously the income examples we're showing you on this webinar are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. In the Forex market, there's a risk you could lose money. We do not guarantee that you will make money. This is a required disclaimer by the FTC. So now that we got that out of the way, let me go ahead and show you some more.
So look at this, Euro Yen. There was a position that I posted. I started off with a 20, very low, just to see what the unit measures are. And these are, if you can imagine, this is almost 200 pips right now, 190 right there. And got in a position at a 123.73. Right now we're at a position of 124.81. That's I mean, come on, do the math, okay? And also it shows you the entry time of 1:31, today being 31st of January at 9:41 in the morning, okay? So that's still, 9:30, that's when the market opened, New York. So we're taking advantage of that. So what I wanted to show you was the exact entry, and it may not look much to you, but I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit, okay? Every one of these bars is 5 pips now. Now look at this move, 125.61. It moved up from here. Now it's going to consolidate a bit. Nobody is unloading this position. I wonder why. It's because it has more room to go up to this level.
then maybe possibly to a weekly R2 position, which is a resistance, nice resistance. But if you look at our portfolio here, you are looking at 3 greens here. It's telling us it's an uptrend. And as I go over to the left side, here's the time zone. There's 11:30, 11 o'clock, 10:30. As I go to the, here we go, 9:30 is when the market has opened. Okay, East Coast, boom. All right, then it kind of like ranged a bit. Then it got excited. If you look at this, guys, look at this. Even on the previous day, it was down over here. Okay, 122.59, 122.50 area. Now it's over at 125.60. I mean, come on. That's 300 pips. Okay, that's 2 days of trading, and it's not giving up. It's still kicking it, still kicking it. Look at that. Nice green. This is live, guys. So I just wanted to share with you. And there was, if you can imagine, there are some components in there that has $100 to $200 per pip components. That's not the personal ones that you see here. I just want to show you a little one. Okay, that's a little earnings right there for one of the accounts. And hey, that's a pretty good earnings, don't you think? Total earnings are 419 pips, 420, at about $4,945 in one day. So, hey, join the club, will you?
We're going to show you how to earn checks just like this. Guys, here's the proof. It's undeniable what Mr. FX can do. You can see here's a check for 6 figures. I mean, there's multiple checks here for 5, 6 figures. And there's so much more proof than this. And like I said, you're going to get access to everything. There's another one for 100,000. Here's one for 60,000. But the proof is almost endless. But again, it's not about the proof. It's about what we're going to do for you. Because it's not really about what Mr. FX has been able to do, but it's what his students have been able to do and what we're going to do for you. The FX source code enables you to cross over into the future of an alternate reality to foresee Forex trends before they actually happen. You're going to get Mr. FX's trading blueprint. You get exclusive VIP access. We're literally letting you in a club that we don't let anyone in. Nobody can get in. You can only get in right now. We're past everyone in line and treating you like a VIP because you're going to get weekly access to Mr. FX to help you solve your Forex challenges. And he's also going to predict the market and show you the way, literally lead you to the promised land. I mean, this is huge. You know, this isn't one thing that you get. You know, this is an ongoing experience. And you also get access to the archives. Every question that you've ever had about Forex trading has already been answered in the archives. And like I said, you're going to get all of the recordings of the sessions with Mr. FX. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that we can't even tell you about on this webinar, but you're going to get so much value. You're going to be blown away when you log into the members area here in a minute. Free bonus number 1, you're going to get FX source code Megatron, the most intelligent Forex robot ever created. This has been customized by Mr. FX himself. We call it Megatron because this robot's so powerful and so advanced, it's like it's from the future.
Now, what makes this auto trader so powerful, it's the algorithm inside. It's not the robot, it's the actual algorithm. Now, I'm going to let you hear from one of our students that was really struggling trading Forex before he discovered the FX source code in Mr. FX. As soon as he became a member of the FX source code, he started killing it, especially with the auto trader. So I'm going to let him tell you about some of his success real quick and just how powerful the auto trader is.
I've been trading for 7-8 months, close to a year right now, and I'm telling you, it was like hell. Really reading some crappy books about how to trade and all that. But as soon as I met Mr. FX, he got me in the right direction, and he gives you a little bit of an insight. Reality just sets onto your Forex world when Mr. FX gives you guidelines of what to do. He's been trading for 20 years, man. He's got his own world, his own movement, man. If you follow that movement, you'll be on the right track. Using the auto trader, I was surprised that, after a couple of adjustments, made like 1400 bucks. If you get the algorithm to do the work for you, then you will be making like at least 500 bucks a day. Auto Trader is a beast.
Free bonus number 2, you get our proprietary Forex software with 3D colorization charts that sells for $2,000 by itself every day. This is what's going to allow you to predict what's going to happen. It will enable you to know what to trade, when to trade it all the time. And it's the best software on the market. You get free updates for life. Okay, so this is a huge bonus. It's the same colorization that we showed you earlier in this very webinar. But this is a massive bonus. I can't even stress how valuable this bonus is. Like I said, it sells for $2,000 by itself. We're going to show you how you can get it absolutely free. Free bonus number 3, you get 2 free tickets to our exclusive live event. This is an event where you actually make money. It's going to be fun, and you won't actually spend money. Okay, so it's more like a workshop where you're going to meet myself, and more importantly, Mr. FX will be there. He's never made an appearance. You get to see him literally for free. You can bring your spouse, bring a friend. You can charge somebody else $5,000 for the extra ticket. You can do whatever you want to do. This one won't last long. We're going to take this away soon. And I know that by now, you're probably salivating over the mountain of profits that will be deposited in your account. And the truth of the matter is, we could easily charge you an upwards of $100,000 for the FX source code and feel completely comfortable. After all, Mr. FX charges a minimum of $100,000 to even meet with him or talk with him. And you're going to get to do that for free at the event and in the course itself. But we're not going to charge you $100K like we could easily do. And what if I told you you could get access to all the bonuses we just mentioned and the entire FX source code for just $69.97, one easy payment? Go ahead and type yes in the chat if you're ready to go ahead and get started and you're pumped up about that and you want to become a founding charter member of the FX source code. Jimmy, yes. Sam, of course. David, let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, great news. We're not going to charge you the $69.97. I mean, you can still type in, how pumped you are in the chat right now, but we're not going to charge you that. You get the entire FX source code for only $49.97. One easy payment of $49.97 or 2 easy payments of $29.97.
Trust me, this is an absolute steal. You are literally stealing it right out of my pocket.
But because you've invested your time in this valuable webinar, Mr. FX and I actually want to reward you and invest in you because we believe in you, and one, it shows that you want it. So rather than paying the $49.97 or 2 payments of $29.97, what we're going to do when you enroll in the next 10 minutes only, we're actually going to take away that second payment and invest $29.97 in you. We're going to pay that other payment for you as a reward and invest it in you. So you get everything right now in the next 10 minutes for just one easy payment of $29.97. That's it. Or 3 payments of $12.97. We wanted to make the price a benefit and not an obstacle for you. So that's what we went ahead and did, giving you everything for $29.97 or 3 easy payments of $12.97. You save about $900 going the $29.97 route. Obviously, we recommend that. And if you see a button below this video, that means you can get immediate access to the FX source code now. Go ahead, click on it. It'll open up in a new window and you can start filling out your information and get started immediately. And yes, we are offering a 100% money back guarantee for 30 days. So there's literally no risk whatsoever. The only risk is not getting the FX source code and missing out on the millions of dollars in profits. And the other risk is not getting it in the next 10 minutes because you're going to have to pay another $2,000 more. But it's still a steal even at the $49.97. But why not get it at the $29.97 when you can? And a free bonus for those of you that come in at the $29.97 level. This is only for people that come in at the $29.97 level. You're going to get the fish finder. Mr. FX is going to show you where to go fishing, where to find the profits. And this is an added bonus for those that come in at the $29.97 level. You make all 3 payments at $12.97 Yes, we're going to give you access to the fish finder, but not until then. But you get immediate access to the fish finder when you come in at the $29.97 level. You're going to discover how to avoid getting killed by the sharks in the Forex market. You're going to be able to avoid the sharks and find the fish.
Now, while you're going ahead and enrolling in the FX source code now, don't worry, the button will open up in a new window, and you could fill it out and still listen to this at the same time. But while you're going ahead and enrolling, I want to kick things back over to Mr. FX and hear what advice you have for people watching this webinar right now.
Don't give up on this, folks. This could be your last chance right here. If you don't pick up this system today, you're going to regret it. You're going to lose probably, those of you that's trading maybe $1,000, $2,000 accounts right now, if you wait another month or two, you're going to be negative $3,000 to $4,000. By that time, you could have bought our system now, and you could have doubled your income in about 30 to 40 days from now. So let's be smart about this. Take a leap of faith, because as you see this demonstration, this is not a joke, folks, right? You've seen some great information coming out from Will. He's done some studies on this. Forex market, the biggest market in the world. Why would you want to mess around? Why would you want to mess around with the 6,000 symbols in the stock market? Those of you that want to stick with it. Those of you that wants to make a convergence of changing it into, it's like going out into a race course. Why are you driving a go-kart? That's what you're doing in stock market. You got to have plenty of funds to trade the Google accounts, right? The Google symbol. I think they're running between $260, is it $300 or $400 per share? How much of those shares can you get for you to make a substantial amount of money? You got to tie maybe $20,000, $30,000 away just to be minimum on that. With $20,000, $30,000 in real FX money in foreign currency, you can get a leverage account that's up to $200,000 to $500,000. That's the kind of leverage that you get. And at the same time, you got to have the leveraging software that gives you, it's almost like you putting your night vision goggle in the dark and walking through the wooded area with thick redwood trees. If you got 5 minutes to go across just hundreds of redwood trees, what would you do? We're giving you a night vision goggle. You can see the tree standing. It all turns green. You can just weave back and forth. You know exactly. Of course, you're not going to run into all these bad obstacles. So what we do is we devised it so that way you see every pitfalls of the news breaking, the resistance, the moving averages. Those of you love moving averages, we'll give you that too. So that way you don't come in just stumbling all over the place. We can give you something that is similar to what you have now, but we're going to go and trigger the switch. That switch means the colorization of your chart package will totally change. It's like having a HUD. If you've seen a Raptor J22, I believe that's what it's called. It's a stealth technology. Okay, their HUD is totally different. You don't have all these instrumentations in front of you anymore. It actually moves with your eye vision. So that's what we're going to give you. And our version is getting updated every 2 weeks. We've done so many troubleshooting. By the way, this technology has been in the makings about last 13 years, folks. This is not a technology. It just came out just today. It's been out, but our strategy has just been revamped in the last 2 years. We spent so much of our budget to make this thing even better than ever before. And at the same time, my FX source code is where it's at. Without that code, folks, you can just buy the software, but without my code, it won't work. Okay? That's a bonus. That's me giving you my knowledge that I've learned. And, I've gone through hell and back in the last 16 years for this foreign currency business. It's a dangerous business. I will not recommend this to anybody. Those of you, you like everything for free, you can go on the internet and go and call up on everybody. Download their trading strategies. Go ahead. After a while, you won't even know which one is up or which one is down. You get confused. You'll go broke. Get our system now, so that way you will get away from that brokerage of funds. I mean, your account's going to go, it's going to dwindle down. Then eventually you're going to say, gosh, I wish I could have bought that system that Will was representing that day. You know, don't wait, folks. Why are you waiting? Waiting is your worst situation. You shouldn't wait. Just go ahead and click that trigger. Make it happen. If this software doesn't work, let us know why it doesn't work. So that way we can give you some counseling, because once in a while, a lot of times software and the strategy is not what's the problem. A lot of it is what's in your head. You know, you have to exercise correctly. You have to have a balanced life. If your life is out of whack, your trading strategy is going to be out of whack too. So we'll have some other ideas that we're going to implement to you as we go down the road. But right now, get in on this action and be able to join us. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing you down the road.
Now, I want to go ahead and bring some of the people on the line that just became a founding member of the FX Source Code. Congratulations, by the way, to everyone who just joined us. I can see there's a ton of people that just came in. But if you're interested in coming on the line and just sharing a reason or two, maybe why you got the FX Source Code, just go ahead and type in the chat box below, say you're interested in coming out. And I'll go ahead and bring you on in just a second. So let me go ahead and look at the chat box here. Let's see, Reggie. I'm going to go ahead and bring you out on the line here. Make sure your microphone's up and ready. I'm going to unmute you here. Hey, Reggie, you're on the webinar. Where are you from, Reggie?
I'm from Montreal, Quebec.
Awesome, man. Canada in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, so congratulations on becoming a founding member of the FX Source Code. What made you buy?
Basically the simplicity of what it offered, you know. The fact that I would actually have like a fighting chance in the crazy market called FX, you know.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
it really attracted me to give it a shot. And the more I got into it, the more I realized that it really fit my personality type. And it's about a guy that I don't like to deal with, like MLM stuff and people flaking on you. And I think that with the FX Source Code, I mean, you can really control your own destiny, and I don't know, it really fits my personality type, and it's something that's it's like one of the biggest, pretty much the biggest marketplace in the world, basically the FX marketplace. So I mean, I don't know, so I decided to just give it a shot and hope to make a lot of money with it.
Absolutely, man. Well, yeah, looking forward to talking with you more in the members area, man. And yeah, thanks for becoming a founding member. Oh, let's see who else we got here that just got in. Man, there's so many people to choose from that want to come out on the line. Here we go. Wayne, you are stoked that you just got the FX Source Code, man. I'm going to bring you out on the line. Wayne, are you there? You're live. Your mic is live.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Congratulations, man. Welcome to the inside. Where are you from?
Yeah. I'm actually from Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas, Texas.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm in Texas myself. We're neighbors. Awesome, man.
Sweet.
Hey, so Wayne, why did you buy?
The reason I bought, basically, look, I've checked out all kinds of other systems, and I was always like one step behind. But now, especially with the color trading aspect, I mean, I've researched everything in the color trading aspect, the way that everything just works together. It's just better than anything else. And now, you know, I mean, I can be one step ahead.
Oh, man, you'll be more than one step ahead. You'll be 50 steps ahead. Man, I'm so pumped that you're in Texas, and I'm pumped that you just became a founding member of the FX Source Code. Thanks for coming on the line, Wayne.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Look forward to just getting out there and bringing in the money.
Oh yeah, it's coming, man. We'll see you in the members area.
Sick.
Now, to everyone else who's already gotten in and still watching this webinar, thank you, and thank you for expressing interest to come out on the line and share why you bought the FX Source Code. Rather than having everybody come out and share why they bought the FX Source Code live on the line, if you could do me a favor and just type it in the chat box below, so those that are on the edge and wanting to get in could just see the value and see the benefits.
that we have to offer. But if you could just type it in the chat box below, you don't have to go on a big detailed explanation, but just share one or two of the many reasons that you got the FX source code. But that way everybody can read the reasons why you made the decision while I'm going ahead and answering some of the questions that we have on the line. We have a few questions in the queue here. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat box. But the first question here is, are the 10 minutes up? Is the discount over? Well, obviously I didn't make it clear to everyone, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to officially start the 10 minutes right now. You literally have 10 minutes until the price goes up to $49.97, but you can steal it right now for $29.97 or 3 easy payments of $12.97. So click the button below this video and get started right now. It'll open up in a new window. You can still listen to us, but go ahead and do that now because literally there's 9 minutes left. So Mr. FX, I want to see if there's anyone on the line here that's a member of the FX source code already. And I'm not talking about just getting in right now, but I'm talking about that's been in the game. Is there anyone on the line that's been in the system a while? Just go ahead and type in your chat box that you have. Okay, here we go. Mo! What's up, Mo? I like to call this guy Mo Money because every time I talk to him, it seems like he's always making money. Mo, what's going on, man? I'm going to go ahead and bring you out on the line if that's cool. If that's cool, just type yes in the chat box. Okay, awesome, man. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you here in just a second. Mr. FX, if you don't mind interviewing Mo real quick, I'm going to go ahead and answer some of these questions in the chat box and come back on the line, answer a couple questions. So, Mo, what has your experience been so far with the FX source code?
Forex world kind of gets a little bit complicated, but Mr. FX system just made it simple and highly effective. The Forex magician. That's what I could. The only way to describe him. You know, he basically got like highly complicated info, and he simplified it to you. Like even a dummy can get it right, and he just, you know, he's a genius, man. He just like got that info simplified to you, so you can just like go on with your trading, go on with your life, and have like at least 90% of your trades successful.
Hey, can you share to the people as to how easy this system is when you start trading?
His system is so accurate, and I've personally used it, and I'm looking at my numbers right now, from being 14 pips and -2, -10, minus a big number, -40, 50 pips, to something that I haven't seen before. It's all positive, all 40, +70, +50. It was unheard of. So I mean, I'm just like letting everybody know that this system is like so good, and nobody paid me to say the things. You know, it's all up to you guys. You know, you guys should try it, and I'm myself seeing some results I have never seen before. And before those 3 months, I want to bring to your attention that there's been like 7 and 8 months before that I was just basically like a nomad, you know what I mean? Like going from one place to the other trying to find answers, and with his system, it was the best answers that I've ever got.
So let me ask you, what's the most important thing that you found out about this system that is really vital to you?
You're trying to make a decent living. You're not doing this for the kicks. But with Mr. FX's system, man, you are going to really make something happen. And I'm telling everybody, you're really going to make something happen, man. Because it works, and it's consistent. And just like do me a favor, just like let your fears, your doubts, your whatever it is, any adrenaline rush that you have there, or any pride, just like leave that aside and just follow his system step by step. All right, don't interfere in anything. Once he tells you what to do, just follow that, and and it will work.
I got you. I appreciate that comment. Would you recommend this to everyone?
Oh my God, absolutely.
There you go. Yeah, let me ask you. I know you've been trading for at least the last 3 months. You've been successful, and you've. Did I hear right that you've start to gain some revenues for your friends as well, because your friends came in and they've went to get involved, and you made some few bucks for them already, didn't you not?
Yeah, I mean, just yesterday I had like 77 tips in one day. Come on, that's a lot. I mean, people close their daily trades after they make 10 pips and they're happy. And I'm talking about comfortably making 77 pips. That's ridiculous.
That is a crazy number, isn't it? Because the system.
And if you guys rolled to Mr. FX before going to what I went through, you know what I mean? Then good for you, because this just saved you like a huge trip of like trying to find solutions to this inconsistent Forex world.
So it has a GPS method. It takes you where you want to go. So I'm so grateful that you've had a good, positive product experience, and now it sounds like you have changed your career because of that. Am I right?
Absolutely. You know what? At the end, you're going to try the product. At the end, you're going to know whether this is going to work or not. But I'm telling you, it is going to work.
Mo, I really appreciate your time. You're very candid, very honest. I appreciate that.
I'm a very transparent person. People can just like see through. I'll just like let them know what it is. And believe me, because if I say, hey, this is a good thing and it's bad, you know, at the end, you're going to know what I'm telling you right now.
Let me take a couple more questions here. Is there a guarantee? Yes, absolutely. We have a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied for any reason, we'll go ahead and give the money right back to you. The only thing that we ask is that you actually take some action and put the software to use, actually trade and follow our advice. You know, if you don't do anything, if you don't actually like, actually trade, I mean, if you don't turn on the auto trader, if you don't do, you don't have to do all these things, but if you don't do anything at all, obviously you're not going to get any results. So all we ask is you just take some action and trade, and you'll see the returns come back to you, and you want to stay in forever, because the amount of value is insane. I mean, the price point here at $29.97, I mean, this doesn't even interest us, honestly. Like, we don't need the money. This is kind of just like a gatekeeper to, we want to work with people that want to succeed, and we want to actually, Mr. FX is actually at a point where he kind of wants to give back. He's already made all the money he really needs to make and doesn't need to make any more. That's kind of one of the reasons he's doing this. I talked to him, and, he wants to give back, okay? He's been trading and making money for his clients and himself for, the last decade, but this is going to be awesome. Okay, that's all I got to say. So guys, 2 minutes left. Here's what you need to do. Just click the button below this video right now. It'll open up in a new window, and fill out the form on the next page. Choose if you want to make the $29.97 option. Go ahead and choose your payment option, either $29.97 today or 3 payments of $12.97. You save about $900 going the $29.97 route, so I definitely recommend doing that. And there's 2 minutes left before the price goes up to $49.97 like it actually is. And like I said, Forex happens fast. You got to take action. You got to strike while the iron's hot. And this is kind of a test. We want to work with people that want to work with us. Okay, this isn't a thing where you just get it and then we leave you hanging. We're actually going to work with you. We're going to have someone from our team contact you, and we're going to help you set it up. Okay, we have a support staff that's available 24/7. Now, they might get back to you instantly, but it's within like 24 business hours and stuff like that. But you don't even need really support, because everything is laid out in the members area, and we show you exactly what to do. So we're literally holding your hand every step of the way. There's a phone number you can call on the support line as well, and we might even give you a call to welcome you. Mr. FX might call you. You got to get in at the $29.97 level. I mean, he's probably not going to call you if you just get in at $12.97, to be honest. And I might call you, or you can call us. Guys, 1 minute left. This is it. Go ahead and get in. I mean, this is the truth right here. It's the largest market in the world, okay? Here's one last question. I'm an experienced trader. Is this right for me? Okay, it doesn't really matter how much experience you have. I mean, if you don't charge 6 figures to talk with you, if you haven't managed millions and millions of dollars, if you don't make millions right now on the Forex market, and even if you do, you want to get this because this is the next level. I mean, like I said, you saw in this earlier in this video, 663% returns in just 11 days. I mean, that's insane. And that's not even an impressive stuff. We haven't even shown you barely anything yet. We haven't even scratched the surface. So this is your shot to get in. Mr. FX and I are so excited to start working with you. So 20 seconds left. I think I've answered most of the questions. There might be a few I haven't gotten to, but guys, let's be real. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You know, we'll answer your questions once you're in. Go ahead and click the button below right now. And I can't wait to see you. 9, 8, 7. I'm not going to do the countdown, but here's the deal. Click the button now, or you know you're going to be on the losing side. That's it. Time's up. I want to go ahead and welcome all the new founding members to the FX source code. Congratulations. And yes, the price is $29.97. There's 2 payments now instead of just the 1 payment. And yeah, that's double the price. But hey, here's the deal. It's still a bargain. Okay? It's still a bargain at this price. Think into the future. I mean, when you look back at this moment, you're going to remember that this is one of the best decisions you've made. Okay, because you're going to be making returns in the future. This is a complete career shift. This is a complete mind shift. This is going to be a breakthrough for you. Okay, so yes, the price is $49.97 or $29.97 times 2 payments of $29.97. Oh man, I forgot the rest of the bonuses. I got so pumped up, so fired up about the FX source code. I forgot to tell you about the rest of the bonuses. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take away that $49.97 and $29.97 times 2 payments. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the $29.97 option again for the rest of the webinar. There's only a few minutes left in the webinar anyway. So if for some reason you didn't get in and you were crazy, now's your shot. This is it. And seriously, at the end of the webinar, that's going to be it. If you just go to the main website for FX source code, you can get it for the $49.97 or, you know, the multiple payment options. But here's the deal. You can get it for $29.97 right now or 3 easy payments of $12.97. I'm going to reinsert the link below. Go ahead and click on it right now. You can get instant access to it. So there's only a few minutes left in the webinar. I'm going to reopen it up now. Free bonus number 4, you're going to get exclusive access to the War Room live with Mr. FX. You can watch him, watch what he does. Literally, you just copy his movements and make more money than you can imagine. And this is so valuable. I can't even put a number on it. It's literally priceless. But we're going to war and going to slaughter the rest of the Forex market. And when you see Mr. FX operate live and you actually have all the same tools that he has and can literally just copy his movements, you'll start to master and it'll become second nature to you. If you want to understand how powerful Mr. FX's methods are, the War Room is the place. You get access to him. Yes, he'll be interacting with you, talking with you.
Will has done an amazing job of presentation. He's been in the game as well. He's not just selling this just to make a few dollars. He wants to represent and bring out the best product in the world, because what good is it to bring out a product that is just, pardon my French, just half-ass? Okay, it is about bringing in a product that works every single time. And we work with eSignal. We get the best FX feed that's delivered in the world. And at the same time, we have all the Forex brokers. We got the FXCM, we got the MB Trading, we got Declassified, we got Forex.com, CMSFX. We got more that's on the pike as well. And also we got good price margin accounts as well. Now, those of you that is in a commercial sector, that is in a managed accounts, we do that as well. And that's something that you can, you know, ask us questions later down the road, or we can have the follow-up calls with some specialists that can really help you. But do not pass up this opportunity, folks. If you do, you're going to be the loser. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm already winning. We've had many people that's winning in this category. It is easier to use. You will not see these kind of candlestick charts, folks. You're not going to see it when we trade. That's our trade secret. I can't give it away right now. You have to make a commitment. But right now, you got to get involved in it. Get involved in it and use it. If you have questions, ask when we have webinars and so forth.
put out the fire burning a hole in your pocket today, because if you're not earning money on your money that you have now, your funds are literally going to burn away and disappear. If you keep doing the same thing you're doing now, you'll keep falling into the same traps trading Forex. Aren't you sick and tired of never getting ahead in life? Your entire destiny relies on your success or failure with money. It's the time you get to spend with your family. It's the vacations you get to enjoy. You're at a crossroads right now. For those of you who haven't got in, I know a lot of you have already just jumped on this offer and gotten in already, but if you're still at that crossroads, if you're still watching and you haven't clicked the button below this video, now's the time to do it, because let me just say this, you're never at your best alone. If you keep doing things by yourself, keep doing things alone, you're never going to make it. It's like you're entering the Forex market blind, and whoever you're following now will not get you where you need to go, because you would have already gotten there if you're following somebody else now. You know, that's like the blind leading the blind, because if you're not there, obviously it's not working. You know, if you follow other traders, you'll likely get slaughtered. You know, this isn't a stab at anyone, but it's just the truth. And if you're just barely treading water with your finances, you will drown in your own debt unless you decide to take control of your financial future, unless you decide to take the power back and learn how to multiply your money with Mr. FX and myself to grow your wealth. Unless you decide on this webinar to click the button below this video, you're going to get left behind and you will end up on the losing side. Your ship is sinking fast. You don't have a lot of time. Either go down with the Titanic trading Forex alone, or join us. Our rescue life raft is sailing away right now. This is your last chance to get on board, or you're going to get eaten alive trying to trade by yourself in the Forex market and be stranded all by yourself. Click the button below right now and learn how to trade Forex. Become a pro Forex trader. Get the education you need. Your ability is the key to unlock financial freedom. And that's what we're going to give you, the ability to do that. And your secret invitation to become a founding member at this low price will expire shortly without notice. The webinar is just about to end in a few minutes.
The code is the one that's going to make a big difference on you making a choice, because it's about winning. Okay, I'm going to teach you something totally different. I'm just showing you, I'm giving you any secrets at all, folks. I'm just showing you some colors. Then after you join our trade groups, you'll get the strategy. You'll get the meat and potato of the whole software Forex technology as well. I found foreign currency as an accident. I was trading stock market to begin with and options, and I lost my shorts. I opened it up with a $10,000 account with Fidelity Investment. They gave me their software, which is free. Then I kept losing money and money, and they said I couldn't even day trade unless if I put in up to $20,000 to $25,000 in there. So then I said, hey, I need to look for something better. So anyway, it was all an accident. I just wanted to be a good businessman, be able to buy some certain shares in a marketplace and be able to make money on a long return. And it didn't work out. So that's something I will teach you. This is not about just software purchase, folks. I'm going to give you what you can do to change the way you think for the better, because that strategy is what's going to turn you from a normal trader or average trader into an excellent trader. You should be closing on your trading technology at least 80 to 85% of the time, every single time, if you're good at what you do. Our software will provide you with that. It gives you the winning edge.
Don't think about how much this is going to cost you. Think about how much this is going to make you. That's how wealthy people think. If you're not wealthy right now, you need to re-engineer your mind to think that way. And the best way to do that is to invest in your future today. So stop procrastinating, click the button below, and make a decision. Here's what I want you to do next. Go ahead and enroll right now. Click the Become a Member button below this video, add it to the cart, and just get in. I look forward to working with you and seeing all of your success.
Thank you so much for taking time to watch this webinar. And if you've already become a founding member of the FX source code, I want to congratulate you yet again. And you don't have to go to this website to download the Forex Declassified report. We're actually going to have that report in the members area with some of the missing chapters as well. But in case you haven't decided to move forward with this, I want to thank you for your time. Get immediate access to this free report. And I want to thank you yet again for your time. And if you're on the fence, if you're on the edge, I would strongly encourage you to take action and click the button below now. Here's why. Because the price is at an all-time low, and you'll have to pay $2,000 more if you don't take action now. Mr. FX and I look forward to helping take your wealth to entirely new levels than you ever thought possible. So I hope you enjoy it. I know you will, but not as much as you'll enjoy being a founding member of the FX Source Code. So this is it. You've reached the end of the webinar. It's decision time. Either you can join us and become a phenomenal Forex trader, or get left behind and likely fail without Mr. FX's secret methods. So enroll right now. This is your last chance. There's literally 30 seconds left. Click the button below this video. And we're not going to leave you on an island here. We're not going to, take the money and run. This isn't even any money to us, okay? We're literally going to be there with you. Like I said, you get access to the war room where you can access Mr. FX live. Everything's already back there in the members area that you're going to get immediate access to right after you click the button below and just get in. So Mr. FX signing off, and we can't wait to see you in the members area.